not Chateau Mouton Rothschild, is it? Right, we'll just imagine that this is a well-expensive bottle. So when you get a nice bottle of wine, it's always good to just run a knife around the top. People think you're a proper wine buff when you do that. Piece of piss. Got this little frog from Gundlach Bundschuh, which is a really famous winery in California. But I don't think they're going to be that famous because no one can remember the name. Gundlach Bundschuh. An excellent winery. Apparently, this aerates the wine as it comes out. Maybe it's going to turn this cheap bottle into an amazing bottle, we'll never know. Nice dirty glass. Got to match up the glasses with the style and the price range of wine. Don't use your best glass for the shite stuff. Nice steady stream there. It must be improving the wine, that frog life. Right, Chianti. It's Italian, if you didn't know that. Made out of a grape called Sangiovese. Tuscany, it's a great wine growing region. It's quite a foodie wine, this. Quite a nice, elegant, well-balanced wine. I'm expecting some tannin in there, some structure. And I think it might be a good match for chorizo on a bed of carrot mash with green beans and some onions and lemon Dijon sauce. I'm gonna put the dishwasher on, it's made these smell like bloody eggs. So I've got eggy smelling glasses and my dinner's gone cold because I've been waffling on. Thank you. They do look after us here, man. Geordie Wine Guide HQ. Yep, it's typical. It's typical of the area. It's cherry and a bit of wood. Pretty simple. Maybe this fatty sausage could soften that wine. Nigel Slater, me mate. It's like a bit like a palate cleanser when you've got heavy foods like sausages and things. Chianti's a good food wine, so remember that. Get yourself a cheap bottle. If you want the good stuff, Chianti Classico, that's the next step up in quality. And if you're really adventurous, IGT wines, which are the ones from Tuscany where the winemaker's got loads of freedom. And I'm just going to eat dinner. Nice. There you are, mate. So, Chianti, I've found it to be a superb food wine. There's nothing fancy about it. It's really unoffensive wine, easy drinking, quaffable. Done. I've got a dessert now. It's egg sandwich filling, raspberries on the top. Nah, it's not really. It's eating mess, really. Right, got this screw top, George de Beauf. No relation to Shia LaBeouf, you know, one who wears a bag on his head. This is from Beaujolais, which is a part of Burgundy, but it's sort of a sub-region. It's an overlooked wine, Beaujolais. It's light reds, so it's made out of the Gamay grape. But the good thing about these wines is they can be really silky, really perfumey, and good with food as well. It's not going to overpower stuff. This one, Fluerie, or as I might say, Fluerie, or you can say Beaujolais or Beaujolais. The reason I've got this wine here is because I think this is going to pair with my dessert. And I know you're probably thinking, why hasn't he got a dessert wine? Well, I'm thinking, it doesn't matter. I'm expecting notes of berries, strawberries. If I get raspberries, then we're onto a winner, because that's got raspberries on the top. So there's loads of different Beaujolais. The Crus are the big ones. There's one named after a windmill called Moulin à Vent. There's one called Brully. There's loads of them, basically. But I like Fluerie because a couple of the Fleuries I've had have been really silky. So strawberries, raspberries, I suppose it'll be a match. But if this was a proper eating mess, it would have had strawberries and then we would have had a perfect wine pairing. Would have been spot on. It's not sweet wine, by the way. I'm just drinking a dry wine with a dessert. Which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I was just about to drink that. I need to use a spoon. Right, here we go. Sweet, creamy, got the acidity, the sort of citrusy, berry-like flavours. Very low tannin, not quite as silky as usual because it's a cheap bottle. That's only about a tenner, that one. Nonetheless, a nice wine. Pick up a Beaujolais down your local off-licence. Perfect match with Eaton Mess. Eaton Mess, not as messy as our kitchen. The reason I've got these wines, they're both cheap and they're both very easy to drink. They're low tannin. So for foodie wines, Chianti is a winner every time. Even if it's the really shit stuff, you can have Chianti with a pizza and it's perfect. Beaujolais, you can spend quite a lot of money on Beaujolais, but not that much. It's still good value, light, very light bodied. Some of them can be really floral, perfumey, and because they're not massively overblown and overly oaked and huge, they pair with lots of nice lighter meats, you know, all that stuff. If you're having red meat, then make sure you get a big wine to back it up. But for general foodie wines, Chianti or Beaujolais? Sean Evans' favourite.